Hello there everybody, it's TNR here. Thank you for clicking into this video. Tonight I'm going to show you my Mint tin mini survival tin thing. It's cool. I think you'll like it. Right, so first of all, before I show you my tin, please subscribe to our channel. You don't have to pay for it, and it really helps out the channel, so please do that. Right, now back to the video. So what I've got here is my mint tin. I've got an elastic band around it because, well, it's very full. Plenty of stuff in it. Right, let's get this opened. Sorry about the camera setup, by the way. My original setup had to be broken down because of, well, my other camera went dead, so I'm using my sister's one for backup. But anyway, right. Starting off here, sorry about my messy handwriting. Might not be able to see that, but this is my fire starters pack. It's just a wee bit of paper. It has some tissue, some pencil sharpenings, and paper. Yeah, paper in here. And also, when you've used everything from inside it, you can take the staples out of them and use them for something else. And you burn the paper there as well, in my case. But yeah, it takes up a lot of space. So it doesn't look it, but it's quite thick. So that's my first thing. Second thing is, if you were in a survival situation, you'd probably be rushing around trying to do everything at once. I have it set out in a list what I need to do first. Locate a river, light a fire, build a shelter, filter water, find food. That's my thing. Yeah, okay. Right, so first thing, need to always have some cordage, so I have some jute twine here on a paper clip. Yeah, it also works as a good fire starter as well as for building shelters. Next, you need to be able to find food. So in here I have got my fishing setup. Don't get me wrong, you can get by better fishing. You can buy dedicated fishing kits on Amazon or eBay, but I'm just sticking with some homemade stuff. A big fat sinker I found in the beach, a keychain, and a homemade fishing hook, let's call it. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it'll do if you're in a survival situation. I have some wire for shelter building. I'm building snares. And some paper and a pencil. I made this very tiny pencil and sharpened it down with one of my knives. And I've got some paper with an elastic band around it to write on it, or if I really need to, I can burn it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next, I wanted to put in some sort of a light, but I couldn't find any that were tiny enough to fit it in, so I literally got two wee tiny batteries and a light. Every time you just pushing down the wire onto the battery, not the best, like, but it does the trick. It's all you need, like. Then let's see, I'll go for this next. This is very cool. It's a BCB fire steel. It's very cool. I have used it a few times to light a fire. It's got a sawable tinted on the edge here, if you can see it. This here is, and it's supposed to be for scratching up some tinder material for lighting fires, but I've used it and it doesn't really work all the best. I think you're supposed to strike with here on this edge, but I use the tinder scraper. Maybe that would be why it doesn't light, because I've blunted it. Anyway, I don't know, but that is cool. It's very cheap. I think it's like £6, £6 but it's very good. There's a compass built in also. It's very accurate. It's I was going to say it's a dry it's dry on the inside of it. It's not. It's a liquid filled one, so you might get the odd leak, but it's very accurate, I will say now. So I've also got some very thin copper wire. So I could use it for, maybe you could use it for fishing, I'm not sure. You could use it for building snares also. I think it was strong enough for building snares. But yeah. Some copper nails for shelter building. You can use a big stone as hammer. But yeah, they're cool. I saw that up there. And I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube and there on other people's survival tins, and they're all putting Gorilla Tape in them. I didn't have any Gorilla Tape. I put in some blue electrical tape on a piece of paper. Yeah, that's what I'm putting in for my fire starting and for just about everything. And also, I've got these 3 little cotton balls for lighting fires with, because they burn so well. Right, next thing is, this is going to sound very random, it's probably not necessary, but I've all these wee tiny weighted bits of metal. These 3 nuts, these could all be used for fishing weights if I needed to. And this here is just a piece of stainless steel or iron or something. It's pretty cool, but the reason I had these in, I'll show you at the end of the video. If you make a slingshot, these are very good to fire for hunting food, if you're looking to hunt food. So yeah, that's why I have these in. They're probably not necessary, but I'm putting them in anyway, just to be safe. Because, you know, better safe than sorry. And the next one, the last few items, they're always going to sound a bit random here, but bear with me. These here, I put in 3 screw eyes. So if I have a tarp, I can make the shelter with the tarp. If I need to hang up some gear, I can screw these into a tree. I can hang up some gear. And also, yeah, for a washing line, which is probably not going to be needed, but I can use them for that as well, you know. Also, not necessary, but you know. Another not necessary thing, I have got this old Allen key. Cut the end off it and sharpened it down to a point. Right? The reason I have this in, so I can make holes in wood. Right? Yeah, you with me? I'll be able to make holes in wood. So that'll be pretty cool. And also, with my wire, I could wrap the wire around something and then put this wee thing in to tighten the wire. I've tested it and it works. It's pretty cool. Another useful thing, I've got 2 paper clips. I can bend them into something else, fishing hooks, other hooks, different things. So yeah, that's what I have then. I've got an Allen key here. Also, I can use it to tighten wire. I can bend it into different things, poke it into the ground and use it as a ground peg. Well, I don't think I'd do that though, but yeah. It's another Allen key. Now, I know what you're thinking. You can see there's my tin. I do not have a knife. That's because I couldn't get my hands, at the time of making this video, I could not get my hands on a knife that would fit in this tin with all the other stuff in it. So I thought, you know, I seen videos on YouTube. It was a guy who was sort of grinding down slate and stones to make things. So I thought I could do that and make this tiny sort of little knife blade with a slate. Yeah, it is very sharp. I could easily cut my finger with it here now, like, but you know, it's not the biggest. I know, like, you would all tell me, like, Harrison, you're not going to be able to cut anything with that. You probably won't. Decided to throw it in there anyway. It took up little to no space, so put it in anyway. Now, the next one is also going to sound like a random one, but these are the most I'd say one of those 3 most useful things. Zip ties. I put 4 zip ties in it. I originally had 8. Then I thought I don't need that many zip ties, so I put in 4. Yeah, 4 zip ties, you know, shelter building, securing stuff, securing bags, tightening stuff, you know, they're good. I also have this here battery as well, backup for my torch, and then I have 2 safety pins. So yeah, I've also got paper in the bottom of my tin, and the elastic band doubles up as I can use it for something else. I've got a few bonus items here as well. I got this here, a paracord bracelet here. It's got a compass on the top of it. A little bucket here, a little buckle here, so I can open and close it very easily. Although it's a little bit big, so I'll probably just strap it onto my bag. But yeah, another cool thing. I've got a big roll of paracord. I got this very cheap in a supermarket. It's nylon on the inside and it's a military green on the outside. Very, very good. I literally, it was something like £2. Could have been less. 15 meters of it. Very, very good. This is worthwhile getting. I would get one of these.